I asked that we go and get clerical support because we have engineers doing entering of some applications.
Yeah.
And I think that's not a wise use of and it's only during periods where we get this big inrush of applications.
Okay.
And a home area network, which is actually responding to customer requests for an instantaneous information on what they're consuming now, rather than waiting a day after. Because we provide the profile for the day prior on the myenergy.com.
But you're going to upgrade that.
Yeah, so you get this device. You can also use it in the future to have the utility control your appliances when you use time of use rates, and it'll figure out the least expensive way to turn on and use your appliances. All right, next one. So we owe the PUC a report every LEAC, and this is the one. And we took a look at the period of June 1st, 2020 to July 31st, 2023, and we found that our DSM Energy Sense rebate program has saved approximately $53 million. Okay, that includes customer savings, direct customer energy savings, which is roughly about half. Okay?
Okay.
And then also, it has reduced demand, right? It has reduced our peak. Our peak should have been higher, but it arrested the growth. Okay, that's a 26 million too. So, okay. And so the cost of that program during this period was 6.6 million. So we actually have a high benefit cost ratio. Okay, and cumulative system peak demand reduction is a little over 10 megawatts.
Okay.
Okay, so DSM has actually helped
Shave
not
your
shed
peak.
load by reducing load.
Yeah. By cutting your peak off a little bit.
Yep.
Okay.
All right,
Shaving.
best schools program. So that blurb up in the right-hand corner, right, it should say, we have invested, our program has invested $4.8 million in Guam Department of Education and UOG energy efficiency. Primarily through the first $500 from the bond refinancing, right? And we found grants and have executed those grants.
So
Okay.
we actually have put in almost $4.8 million?
Yeah.
Really?
So you take a look, yeah, most of them are
Huh?
completed.
Grant funded, yeah. No, but we've actually done that with some of the schools?
With a whole bunch of them.
Really? Wow, thank
Yeah,
God.
each of these projects is basically a school.
Very good.
And then one of them is UOG to help with their net zero program.
Okay.
So,
Okay?
I mean, John, not to bring up, I'm looking at Order Chalampago.
Yeah.
I know we're not the contractor / vendor, right, but
Yes, I know that
This was the
the
guy-
thing fell down.
yeah, put up
Yes.
the lights
You know,
and.
we've been doing projects since 2019, same contractor.
Really?
Yeah.
So this is the first incident
Okay.
that we've run into.
When you had a problem.
And
Okay.
My understanding.
Victor's working with Mary Ann here?
And they did respond last night
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
to the
Good.
school principal.
Yeah, they're taking it serious because it's Siemens and the contractor.
Good.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Hey,
Right.
we're
Now,
trying to help.
So there've been LED retrofits, there've been air conditioning installs, there've been PV installs.
PV
Yeah.
at the schools?
Yeah.
Where?
Uh,
I mean, give me an example. Which school got a PV?
University of Guam.
No, that I'm talking.
Yeah, Ordat Chalampago, it's ongoing, has a 30 kW
Not much.
solar PV plus an 18 kilowatt hour BESS.
That's a small school, so that's a.
It's a small school, it's a
Yeah,
small
but no,
system.
it's, yeah.
And it's grant funded, so they didn't put any money.
Yes, no. But we were the conduit to
Right.
get the thing done.
Yeah, so,
Okay, to help them.
we-
That's an important thing.
so we don't deal with the administration, right? What we do is we have a hit list of schools on KWH per
School.
student, right?
Right.
Okay, and then that hit list, we prioritize, and then we go get grants for these schools in the order of those prioritizations.
So, I'm gonna put it out there, John, I should talk
Yes.
to the superintendent.
Yeah?
Okay, there are planned closures for schools.
Yes.
Can you make sure that you don't go and
Invest.
in an LED in a school that's
Yes.
gonna be closed?
So one of the things we're doing with Swanson is talking about our Best Schools program
Okay.
and seeking into how do we get solar on their roofs.
Well, the other question for him and his team is all this, they're gonna renovate some of these schools, whatever they, you know, can we ask them to, you know, work with us on the LED stuff and not, so we can put grant funding somewhere else? Because they have all this federal money that they need to spend.
Yeah, that's fine, we can execute. Back in 2009, there were grants, they were grants to schools and grants to GEO to do projects, roughly 20 million each, and they were gonna disappear if they didn't,
Right.
right? So we went to GDOE, and they said, we think this is too expensive. And my idea was, well, you're asking us to do all of this thing in a year, right? So there's a cost to doing that. And GEO said, oh, yes, it looks a little expensive, but we know that we're asking them to accelerate, right? We're gonna hire a A&E, and they will negotiate with the contractor to bring the price down.
Okay.
Okay, so Guam Energy Office got all of its grants done through us, and GDOE later could not do those projects and ended up asking the federal government to pay expenses. Good.
Thank you, John.
Yeah.
Next.
Then the UESC update. So we have something called Utility Energy Services Contracting, which takes advantage of the federal acquisition regulations. And that means that a federal agency can directly go to a local utility and say, I want you to do this for me.
Wow.
Okay? That's for energy efficiency, water conservation, and renewable energy.
These
So,
4 projects are,
yes, there's 4 projects. So 2 of them are in the proposal and information gathering stage, and 2 of them, one has been completed, and the other one will soon be completed. Okay, one of them is a UOG project.
I'm glad you put this in, because sometimes people don't know that we do work with UOG, DOE, wherever we can to try and help them.
No,
GMH.
so
We'll try.
the mantra for this program, the DSM program is, yeah, we care, we listen, we help.
Thank you. Nice.
Okay,
All right,
John,
next.
speed it up. Because we have
So
other things to do.
energy audit program, right? So we already have CEAs, certified energy auditors and certified energy managers on the support staff. We have a grant for training. We're negotiating with the UOG Energy Audit Workforce Capacity Building Program as a source. But we've been trying to get energy audits out through a third-party contractor, but they haven't been responding because they don't have a lot of them. Okay, so we need to build that capacity, and working with UOG to do that is one way to get labor that we can pay for and actually create a business there.
But why just UOG? Why are you not using GCC?
I'm perfectly fine. I'll reach out to Mary Okada. I told her
Reach out to
that.
her and see, because I think it's less cumbersome.
Yes, it
UOG
is.
has its own
Yes, it
politics,
is.
You know, it's crazy.
Yes, they do.
Okay, good,
Okay.
okay. Keep going.
All right, so the energy audit's been rebid, it's been rebid for the 3rd time. After that, we're just gonna have to find somebody to negotiate with. It could be UOG and GCC. And the online energy audit program will have April 2024 rollout. That means a customer can come onto the website, onto the program, the energy audit portal, put in the stuff, things like my house is made out of concrete, right? It is, here's my account number, and here are the appliances that I have in the house. And it'll come out and do an energy audit, and then it'll create a list that says this is what you need to do, including put a list together of equipment that is eligible for a rebate. Okay?
I don't know how to do that, so.
Okay, now, when do you propose to announce, what's our plan?
Our
Putting this
plan
out.
is to, we're really hell-bent on trying to get it all done. I'm pushing a lot of people on it, including the contractor. By the end of April, we should have it rolled out. They will present it during the,
Are you doing any beta testing on it right now? No.
what?
Are you actually trying a beta program on this? Then, if it's gonna be,
Well, internally, we're testing. We have internal testing. Yeah. Yeah, the first part last year was to do the look and feel and the marketing. Okay, demand response, locational value of solar is really about, next. Okay, customer energy battery storage pilot program. All right, so in that docket 1314, the PUC said you will have a pilot program for energy storage systems. It didn't have a B in it because it didn't say battery. So we're using water heating control, which is thermal energy storage. And then one of it is actually to do a battery energy storage program. Okay, that meets both, those two meet that criteria and order. The EV managed charging services, we don't want EVs to build a big peak, right, during the night and then require us to put in more generation. And then time of use program, okay? The objectives, move load from peak period to solar PV production period. Okay, we're gonna have a lot of solar after phase 4. So we're gonna deal with it with some batteries and we're gonna deal with it like move the load. Moving the load is cheaper. Okay? Prevent excess solar PV production events. If you add up all the PV, they're gonna be more than our load.
Yeah,
So you
we
need
know
batteries and you need to shift load.
Yeah, yeah. The whole idea was,
Yeah.
you
So,
need to put batteries in to shift the load.
so this is the crux, this next thing, this best battery incentive program is really about locational value solar. Customers will receive a rebate, $300 per kWh, right, for the batteries. And you can have a battery by itself and charge from the grid, or you can have your solar PV attached to it, right? So the eligibility includes both. If you are a hotel, right, you may want to lower your demand and reduce your demand charges. Okay, so,
so this is available to, commercial customers and regular?
yep.
Okay.
Okay, they have to sign a 4-year contract. We have control over the dispatch of the battery. We have control over the inverters. Okay? Maximum rebate per customer per location is $3,000. And then you'll have an $18 a year, $1.50 a month, sort of payment, right? Kind of like an O&M payment. And the program is limited to 1,000 participants or 30 megawatt hours of best capacity. 30 megawatt hours of best capacity is actually 2,227 Tesla Powerwall 3s. Okay?
So why are you limiting it, John?
It's a pilot.
Okay.
Yeah, we can,
Okay, got it, got it.
as soon as it's filled, then.
Kind of get an idea of what we're gonna do.
Yeah, then we can say, okay, we make it permanent or not.
Good.
And then there's the terms and conditions. Next one? Terms, yeah. So information technology, operations technology. All right. That's my headache, okay?
Can I just bring up a point here on this?
Yeah.
Here's just some.
John, I took note, obviously, in our meeting. You need to at least address to the CCU on the multi-factor that we're
Okay.
trying to do, okay?
Yes,
If you need the support of the commissioners to implement that,
yes,
please ask,
yes, we will.
okay? Because, as I've said it before, if we get hacked,
Yes.
someone's neck's gonna be cut.
Yes,
Okay, this is one way to do it on something as simple as our password to get into our email.
yeah,
then you're gonna say you're required to do a two-factor. I will do a two-factor.
Yes,
Okay?
There
I
was-
don't wanna wait, John, I'm telling you
I
right
agree,
now.
I would agree.
Okay, if you need the support of the commissioners, say, from this day forward, everybody, let me repeat, everybody that's on our system must do multi-factor.
Yes,
If they don't want to, show them the door,
yes,
okay? Because, I'm gonna repeat again, we get hacked, I'm gonna come hunting for somebody's neck.
okay,
Because we can't sit here and pretend we're not being informed.
you're right.
Everybody and their auntie has come to us, including the federal government, including the FBI, and said, it's not if, it's when
Yes.
we're gonna get hacked,
Yes,
okay? And every time we get visited by the military, and they wanna talk to us, and we're informed, we can't deny that we did not know. Okay, so we have to do our part. Here is the example. And when you said the third floor wasn't complying, show me and tell me who on the third floor doesn't want to comply. And we'll help them comply.
okay,
Because the easiest way to do it, John, in our world, the private realm, two ways. Walk to the door, or these nice little devices that you have, try to work manually. Okay? Come to work and do your stuff manually.
yes.
Okay? No, John, I'm telling you,
I
I
agree.
did not like
I
hearing
agree.
that. That, you know, I mean, hey,
This is
God
not,
help them, an uncle here on a 15-letter password. Okay?
I have 36
No, but I'm
now.
just telling you, I get it, John. Believe me, we understand you. Okay?
Yeah,
You know, some of us struggle with 4. Okay? But again, I don't want to be ever told here that why did you guys wait so long? No, we didn't. None of us can deny this, because we all sat here and says, hey, we were informed that we're not doing this. If you give us a target date and say, can you please get the blessing of our 2 GMs? I'm gonna give you that blessing and say, everybody, I'm gonna repeat, unless they don't wanna work here anymore, okay? That to me is the quickest solution. If you don't wanna comply with something as simple, I don't care if you use biometrics or face recognition or whatever you wanna do.
Little dongle with.
No, it paranoids me to death. I mean, I was in the healthcare industry, okay? If we lose information, John, matai, okay? I don't need to know your medical history, okay? But it exists out there. Someone's gonna hack us. I don't want that to happen, John, please. Okay, I stress that time
I
and time
agree.
again to John B. and to Melvin, right? Because everybody and their auntie knows that our grid is vulnerable.
I know.
So
But-
knowing all of that, like what
Yeah.
Francis was explaining,
Yeah.
why are we taking too long to just, like he said, just press